When I first came out watching this movie, and my initial thoughts were, I'm definitely going to rant about this movie, the plot, the characters, their decisions, the whole timeline, their whole chemistry, all the steps that they take, and ultimately where it leads up to. I was in that kind of a mindset that I came out of the movie irritated, and I was definitely hell bent on ranting about it. Then, as I sat down, I gave my thoughts a little time, and over the days, time passed. And now, I guess the movie has been released at 6 days or 7 days now. It has already reached 100 crore box office club, 100 crore milestone, and kudos to it for it. At least that's what the producers have told us. That's the producers' figure, and they have shown us till now. Good for the producers, good for the actors, and good for all the technicians involved in it. But as I have given myself a little time and overall a little pause and a little time to think about it, I have come to the conclusion that this movie hasn't really irritated me but bored me to hell. What actually happened was, I actually was bored by the predictability of the plot and the predictability of these characters in this movie. That's what bored me, and due to that boredom, I was heavily frustrated, heavily exhausted, and heavily irritated. And granted, there were multiple thoughts in my mind that immediately came into existence. It is true that there are a lot of thoughts about the characters in my mind, how their decisions were, how ludicrous they sound, how little sense they made. But as I gave myself a little time, I understood that the thoughts that I am having right now after watching the movie, after watching those characters, are my thoughts. Are thoughts that I want those characters to take, are the decisions that I want those characters to make, which is not possible, right? The writers has wrote all those characters according to the characters that they have in mind, or according to the plot line that they have in mind, due to which the characters take the decision as they did in the movie. And it may be consistent to their character, it may be not, but writers, it feels like when I watched the whole movie, they had a plotline in mind that this thing will happen and this hence will lead to that, and hence the climax. It had nothing to do with the character consistency at all. Almost all this time passed, I haven't really talked about the characters. I haven't yet started about talking about the characters and even about the movie. So spoiler alert, this video is going to have full on spoiler about the movie. If you haven't seen it yet, it's up to you if you want to see it or not. My feelings are, this movie is hell of a boring movie. Although Shahid Kapoor, Kriti Sanon, Rashmika, Mandanna did their part, they look good in their screen, their chemistry looked good in parts, the cinematography was good, the locations were beautiful, and the people we were seeing in the screen, Shahid Kapoor, Rashmika Mandanna, Kriti Sanon, especially Kriti Sanon, due to the heavy marketing of her bold looks and all of that, looks beautiful in the screen. That's the good thing. Apart from all of that, for me, the movie was very predictable. The character beats were very predictable. Why they were doing, where will it ultimately lead to, everything was too predictable from the start till end. And the very thing that they were covering up in the trailers, in the teasers, in the songs, the thing that they were trying to keep hidden from us, in the very first 20 minutes of the movie, it doesn't even take 20 minutes. In the very first 15 minutes of the movie, you get the hang of it that this is going to be the main topic of the movie and it is going to follow that, and ultimately the last showdown is going to be based on that only. And eventually it happens exactly like you predict. And at the end of the movie, you are thinking, how can a movie be made on a budget of 150 crore on such a thin plot, on such a baseless plot? Think of it in this way: the whole plot, the whole premise, the whole topic, or the whole theme of the movie has so beyond zero level gravity. It has so less of a weight, so less of a gravity in it, so less of a pull in it, that you immediately get sucked out of the movie. you immediately start to think, this is such a petty thing to have dispute over. The whole plot of the movie could have been cut down into 20 minutes if the main characters, Rashmika Mandanna and Shahid Kapoor, had just had a brief moment of communication between them in the very beginning of the movie. I'm going to spoiler territory right now, and warning, if you want to see the movie, go see the movie. If you don't want to, just hear me rant out all the things that I have to say about this movie right here, along with spoiler. Basically, Rashmika Mandanna and Shahid Kapoor's character are childhood buddies who turned out to be girlfriend and boyfriend, and now currently they are living in together. As it is most popularly known, the living couples has to face some scrutiny or some daily dose of questionnaire from the people or the society that they live in. Obviously, they also go through that questionnaire every day, and most common question is, when are they going to get married? And that is how we are introduced to the characters, and then we are put inside a party where Rashmika, Shahid Kapoor and their friends are chilling, and ultimately a news breaks down that one of their friend, a guy friend, was caught cheating his fiancée. Soon-to-be wife was caught cheating his soon-to-be wife. And this is the moment where their chemistry, basically Shahid Kapoor and Rashmika Mandanna's chemistry, was first tested. And this is the point where the main plot line starts to begin. And that is, Shahid Kapoor made an insensitive joke. Yes, he made a joke, and it was not really a very good joke. It was an insensitive joke. A guy is caught doing infidelity, cheating his partner, a loyal partner, by the way, he has been dating for a long while, and he has been caught cheating. I know boys are infamous for cracking jokes in proper time and unserious jokes at serious moment. But the joke that Shahid Kapoor cracked was that he got caught for cheating, and that too in WhatsApp. Cheating is one thing. That is obviously a very wrong thing. Okay, you are doing a very wrong thing. That too on your personal mobile, on your main WhatsApp account, which is easily accessible to your wife. That was his argument. That was basically the main punchline of his joke, that he is so stupid that he is cheating on his wife on his main mobile, on his main account, WhatsApp account. How idiot of a person can you be? This is a very lame joke. This is a very insensitive joke. I understand, and it could have worked if he was among his buddies, among his guy friends, who are just doing random bullshit and talking random bullshit at that moment. And sometimes we know that men are infamous for such insensitive jokes among themselves. The problem is, he cracked that joke, true, insensitive joke, while also being among the presence of his own girlfriend, Rashmika Mandanna. First of all, the joke was insensitive. Second of all, he cracked it while Rashmika was in there. If you crack a joke on infidelity, if you crack a joke on cheating in front of your girlfriend and say that if I had done that, I would have done even better. I would have done it in such a way that my girlfriend would have never known so. No matter what justification you give later, what justification for that joke you bring on later, that is an insensitive joke. That is an insensitive comment passed on your girlfriend. That is like saying that you are so smart that your girlfriend can never detect what you are doing. It's like trying to prove yourself smart while dumbing down your girlfriend. That is an insensitive joke. Shahid Kapoor's whole character arc just demolished at that moment, all due to that joke. And his whole character arc in the later half is going through the whole flow. There is no layering in his character. He is just doing what everyone else is doing. Rashmika is planning to go there. Okay, let's go. She's willing to get married. Let's get married. He is just a peak level people pleaser. Whatever Rashmika wants, okay, let's do it. He has no opinion on his own. He doesn't want to do this, not that. Everything that he is doing is according to what his parents want or what his girlfriend wants. Rashmika wants that, okay, let's do that. He wants to go there, let's go there. He has no opinion on his own. Whatever they are doing, he is just going with the flow. He is just the passenger princess in this whole movie. And throughout the whole movie, there nothing ever happens with him. There is nothing that develops within him till the very end, where he breaks out in a monologue, where he again tries to justify this joke. But that joke is so lame, so insensitive, man. There is no justification of it. Yes, one thing that could have redeemed his character a little was that if he had a genuine moment of apology, where he genuinely felt sorry and genuinely apologized to his partner for making that insensitive comment and making her feel like a dumb person in front of her whole friend circle and his own whole friend circle. She made her feel like a dumb person while trying to prove that he's so smart. He wasn't smart. He wasn't smart. He was acting like he could have done infidelity if he would have wanted. He has that much awareness about himself and his girlfriend and the kind of relation that they are in. He is so confident that he could have done it without his girlfriend knowing it. That is overconfident at its peak. Okay, that is delusion pro max. So if a genuine moment of apology would have came from him earlier on, then it would have redeemed him. But it doesn't come till the end. He breaks down in a monologue of his worn out clothes, that old clothes that always fits him and always feels comfortable like home and this and blah 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 blah. But doesn't change the fact that he cracked a very lame joke, and then throughout the whole movie doesn't say anything. Kriti Sanon is asking him, do you feel anything for her? For Kriti Sanon, he is silent. Rashmika is asking, do you feel anything for Kriti Sanon? He is silent. If you don't say anything throughout the whole movie, what are those girls supposed to think? He is standing in front of both of those girls. He has a valid question at that point, that you both decided that I feel this way for both of you. But have you asked me how I feel for both of you? The only problem is they actually asked him, what do you feel about me? What do you feel about me in this way? In all of the situations, he is like, didn't even utter one single dialogue. This is one character where Shahid Kapoor throughout the whole movie has just remained silent and gazed towards the horizon throughout the whole movie. This has been the easiest paycheck Shahid Kapoor ever received. Then coming to the character of Kriti Sanon. This is easily the modern-day Komolika of Bollywood. If her background would have changed, the background music that was utilized for her throughout the movie would have been changed into something negative, into something villainous, no one would have doubted that she is a complete homebreaker. In the first introduction scene where she is introduced to Rashmika and Shahid's character as a friend who was with Rashmika during her college days, 2 years they have been together, but from the beginning till the point that Kriti Sanon is introduced, there was no hint of her. There was no hint of this character, that there is this one friend that existed in the life of Rashmika before, and she has such huge effect on her or something. Nothing like that. This random chick just comes in, barges into their life, and like, you know what? I'll show you the best days of your vacation in here. I'll take you there. Like, just completely took them and kidnapped them and took them as their hostage, as her hostage in Sicilia during their vacation. And Rashmika randomly gives her the task to seduce her boyfriend, Rashmika's boyfriend Shahid Kapoor, and see if he's loyal or not. And she, at that brief moment of time when they are actually having the talk, she actually puts on some good questions, that what are you planning to do by pulling off this task? What is the ultimate goal of you? Even if he cheats on you, if he accepts me, and if he accepts, he flirts with me as well, and he accepts me, and he ultimately cheats on you, what is going to be your action after that? And suppose he doesn't do that. He doesn't cheat on you. He doesn't accept me. He doesn't flirt back with me, and he doesn't cheat on you. What is your action then as well? And what if he finds out that you hired me or you pursued me to seduce him? What is going to be his reaction in them? This is the only brief amount of genuine logical conversation between them, where logical questions are thrown back at each other. Only brief moment where this character is true to her own character core, and this character is also true to her character core, which is basically nothing, rotted character. both Shahid Kapoor and Rashmika characters are so rotted. And first, I had a little respect for Kriti Sanon's character for what she said right there, but after that, she also rotted. Nothing inside, completely hollow. Like, she also mentions the fact that she's a very sore loser. She cannot handle rejection at all, and she might go crazy if she gets rejected. And that is 110% true. She gets rejected by Shahid Kapoor. She tries to hit on him and sees that he is acknowledging that she is hitting on him, but it's not crossing the boundary, just playing on the line, not crossing the boundary fully. So that drives her crazy. You know, the dark psychological fact that if a girl is hitting on you and you are not reciprocating to that, not reacting to that, the girl wants you even more. That kind of dark psychological bullshit. It is what is happening with Kriti Sanon's character, and she, despite knowing the fact, despite stating the obvious that if he rejects me, I might go crazy. I cannot handle rejection well. She is self-aware enough to know that, and then she ultimately goes on to pursue that character, pursue Shahid Kapoor, without even knowing him well enough at all. They just got to know each other for 10 days. They were in that vacation for 10 days, and she just got to know her for she just got to know him for few days, and within that few days she fell for him head over heels just because he rejected her. How does that make any sense? And then later on, going on to the vacation, going on to their wedding, to crash the wedding, just so to see if she can pursue him to break the wedding and go along with her, not understanding the fact that this is just an affection, this is an attraction towards the only thing that rejected her, a phenomenal sculpture, a phenomenal creation of God. How could she be rejected? That's where her ego got hurt, and she persuaded towards this task that no one asked her of. And then comes to the most annoyingly irritating character of them all, Rashmika Mandanna's character. See, I get it that you got hurt by an insensitive comment, insensitive joke by your boyfriend, right? I understand that. Her getting angry on her boyfriend for that was completely justifiable. Agree. But also the fact that that is not the only cheating case that happened in your friend circle, right? In today's world, the news of cheating, the news of breaking up has been so common that it has become part of our culture right now. We all have accepted that if there is a relation, there is ultimately a breakup or a cheating or something always keeps happening. It is nothing new nowadays. So when she heard the news that one of her friend in her friend circle cheated on a girl or so, she took that news so much into her heart that her belief system towards her own relation completely shifted. If one case of infidelity in your friend circle can completely shift your viewpoint about your relationship 180 degree and make your boyfriend go through a test for you just to check the loyalty, just for him to pass the loyalty test, so you can ultimately come to the conclusion that you can date him or not, is wicked, is diabolical. If one such incident can completely turn your belief system 180 degree, then you don't have trust in your relationship at all. Your trust system, your belief system has completely been compromised through that one news. And the years of bonding that you two have made through going through so much, going through such big phase, going through in the first in the first montage, they have shown so many incidents of their relationship, where they first met, how the relationship began, how they got separated into long distance relationship for a while, then they came back together, and then Shahid got COVID, and this and that and all that. So they have gone through a lot. Then and their relationship has gone through a lot of roller coaster as well. So after all of this, if one incident of breakup or one incident of infidelity suddenly impacts your belief system completely, and it acts as a parasite and completely impacts your trust and your core, then there was no trust to begin with at all. If one incident makes you Believe, if one such incident makes you think that your boyfriend should go through a procedure, a loyalty check procedure, for you to fact check and then ultimately trust him, you don't need that boyfriend, you don't need that relationship, you are better off alone. And the kind of character that I understood later on that she is, such micromanaging, control freak. Shahid Kapoor, as I said, he is a go with the flow kind of guy. He's a people pleaser. He doesn't react to her minute, irritating moments. And the moments where she screams at him, or the moments where she disrespects him, just out of pity, or just out of pettiness or angerness or whatever. Those micromanaging moments, those moments are such triggering moments, are such annoying moments, are such annoying habits that anyone would say that she as a person is annoying. The character of Rashmika Mandanna is as a person will be annoying as hell. And then later on going on to do all of this. Just shows this as a person she is hollow from inside. And all of the three characters, Shahid Kapoor's character really was not fully into committing into the relationship just because Rashmika wanted the commitment. He also went with the flow. He is a very big people pleaser. Kriti Sanon's character cannot handle rejection at all. Her ego got scrutinized, or her ego got shattered when Shahid's character rejected her approach, and she persuaded him for that. Rashmika's whole belief system got infected just from one story, one case. And ultimately, as I said, the whole plot that they were trying to hide from us, the whole mystery or the ultimate climax situation or the ultimate climactic battle that they were trying to hide from us was such a petty thing that one actual heart-to-heart communication, one actual genuine apology might have ended it in the first 20 minutes. The film would have not lasted for even 30 minutes if that had happened in the first 30 minutes of the movie. But ultimately here we are. So that was my thought about all these three characters. I didn't enjoy the movie. There was nothing to enjoy about it. The chemistry felt a little forced. Rashmika's Hindi feels like it's still broken. Was it a deliberate choice, or was it due to her own accent, or what? I don't know, but it felt like Rashmika still hasn't learned Hindi yet. Dialogue delivery, especially in Hindi, feels like she's still delivering broken Hindi. Kriti Sanon's character from the first, when she arrives, until the last, doesn't feel like she actually belongs in that friend group. Doesn't feel like she actually belongs with Rashmika. And she actually had a connection with Rashmika, and then her connection with Shahid Kapoor as well. Shahid is rejecting her, and she is throwing herself at Shahid Kapoor for no good reason. And Shahid Kapoor, as I said, just going along with the flow. Why he is there? What is his purpose? What's his character going through? There is nothing that he communicates, neither with them, neither with us. He's just existing in this movie. His only purpose in this movie is to exist, and that's what he does. One hell of a irritating movie. But as I said, these are the choices that I am asking them to make. I am asking these characters to make this decision. But if they had made this decision, if they were the characters that I wanted them to be, then this movie would not have happened at all. So the writers wanted to showcase characters like this. There are characters like that in the out world. In the reality, there are characters like them. So that is not to question that there is no character, there is no genuinity in these characters at all. But as I said, it is so hollow. These characters, their motive, their ultimate goal, their ultimate ideology are so hollow that it doesn't feel relatable at all. Especially Kriti Sanon's character. What does she do to pay for the kind of fashion designer clothes that she is wearing? What is her actual job? Where is the money coming from? How is she wearing all these designer clothes all the time, everywhere that you see? I want to know. I also want to wear designer clothes like that. So that was my opinion about the movie. Comment down below your opinion as well. If you like the movie, if you have seen the movie or not. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Omlan Rexo.